Oh, he's missed it again.
Bloody thing. It just cut out again. It gets to here and dies.
It does. Well, it didn't. It went down.
Well, that was just because I was going forward about that much. I thought, well, any forward approach.
You're the quiet child. Ask for help to your fears. Try to run.
G'day guys, Paul, Perth FourbeeFour Adventures, and welcome to our fun day in the sand. Now, since we've had these new vehicles, mainly myself and Gary, we haven't really put these vehicles to the test with some reasonable four-wheel driving. So we thought for our last adventure for 2022, we would come out into a place that's got lots of sand, lots of hills, and it's pretty soft. And put these vehicles to the test and just see what they're capable of doing. I haven't really put the Hilux through some serious off-roading since I've got it, and Gary hasn't really with the Triton either. We know Brad, Holly and Anthony have done some reasonable stuff in their vehicles, but Gary and I haven't. So we are out here today to let our hair down a little bit, have some fun in the sand, and see what we can get out of these vehicles. Now we're going to make some mistakes, we're going to get stuck, so there's probably going to be some recoveries, probably going to be some embarrassing situations as well, but that's what we're out here for. So we've got the first sand bowl, and Anthony is not stuck in the background, he's parked, okay, he's parked there. He assures us he is not stuck, so we'll see how he goes with that. But there's some hills in the background. We're going to decide which one of those we're going to conquer. There is a massive hill right there, and I'm not even going to talk about that one over there. We don't think we'll be doing that one, but we're going to decide which ones of these. They are untouched today, so we're out early. If you want to know where we are in Wilbinga, so there we go. And it doesn't look like anybody's been through here today because the wind has blown over all the previous tracks, so we are the first ones out here. But some pretty serious hills here. We're going to have a bash and see what we can do. All right, so we're going to come over and see the guys and see what the general consensus is. All right, who's doing that one? Send the chimney up there. No?
I'm not convinced I'm getting up any of those.
You know? You don't think so?
They look very soft.
Oh, come on.
This is Paul's idea.
This is my idea. This is called fun in the sand.
We've
Gary,
just got a new panel
are you getting out of your car at all today, or are you just going to sit there?
with the back the way it is, I'll just
You're just gonna sit there.
sit here for a while.
Which one are you going for?
I quite fancy the one on the left. It looks pretty soft, but we don't have to drive through where we've chopped it up when we all did the U-turn.
Oh, okay. There's also a rock in the way. An Amarok.
Yeah, no. Oh, here we go. Dad jokes too. No.
He does tell us he's parked.
Yeah, he's parked.
We're about to see how parked he is. Oh no, he's out. He's all right. He's good. Oh yeah, that's it. There we go. Is he going to tie one already? What's he doing?
Everyone said park up here. Where's he parked?
That's right. All right. Gary reckons he's going to take the one on the left. You say the one on the left?
All right. Guess he's got the 10-year warranty.
Just let me get over there first. Easy as, not even a challenge. All right, who's next? No! Oh dear. And once again, I get showered in shit. Missed it by that much. That's better, huh? Alright, see if we can get the Amarok up here. Easy as. Alright. Holly's go next. Nope, needs a little bit more go-go. You need a little bit more go-go. There we go. See, momentum is your best friend on these things, as well as traction control off. Okay, let's see if I can get the Hilux up it. Alright, so here we go. I am in low range, third gear, and I haven't got the locker on. I'm just going to give it a go, and we'll see how this goes. So, let's go. That's actually easy. Pretty easy. There we go. No drama at all. I don't know what their problem was. But, alright, let's I do need, see that's the mud flap. I do need to fix that. I thought I'd fixed it, but I haven't. Alright, let's try the next one. Alright, so I'm going to give the one in the middle a go, and I reckon there's some holes on this one. So I'm going to put the locker in, see if that makes a bit of a difference. So, let's go. Oh, just made it over. Just made it over. I had to back off a bit towards the top because there was a few holes there, but apart from that, that one wasn't too bad at all. So let's see if one of the others wants to go up it. Alright, first hill, bowl, dune, whatever you want to call it, conquered a bit. So, there are a few other hills here, but some of them look pretty ordinary and a bit blown over, so we're not going to go over those because I'm not quite sure what's on the other one. But there's plenty of sand bowls through here. We're going to drive a little bit further and find some more to play on. You don't have to go far to find the next one. There's a few hills here. Not sure which track I will take. I think I'll take that one through there. None of these look overly challenging to me, so we'll go around here. Big bowl here, but again, none of these hills look overly challenging, so I'm just going to drive straight through. Sorry if I was out of camera there, and see what's on the other side of this one. See, not that challenging. So, all right, let's find another big hill to conquer.
I was just
just a little girl full of dreams, filled with vibrant colors and pretty things. Now I feel the ground moving beneath my feet. Maybe who I am is slowly changing. All I ever wanted was someone to take my hand and show me the way. I'm not waiting on anyone, I'll make my own way. So bring it on.
Alright, another sand hill we're going to have a crack at. Now I don't know if this will come up on camera, but it looks pretty steep. Just going to walk up, make sure there isn't anybody at the top. I could drive up, I suppose, but you know, where's the fun in that? So and while I'm up here, I might as well film them lot coming up. So I'll walk up the top here, make sure it's all clear at the top, and then we'll send the rest of them up. He's missed it again. And he's going to bury himself good and proper. Nah, pretty sure you were going down, mate.
I think I'm making any progress now. Can you go backwards? No. Would you like me to get in front of you and winch? Yes, please.
Are you stuck, Bradley? Parked, okay.
Look at the window, it's beautiful.
Bloody thing. It just cut out again. It gets to here and dies.
It does. Well, it didn't. It went down.
Well, that was just because I was going forward about that much. I thought, well, any forward.
Oh, well, recovery on the top of a sand dune.
Get your hand in there. You might have to take a diagram for that. I can fit my with your petite little hands in, mate.
Here's winching.
Alright, we just had to reposition Gary because basically he was just being pulled towards Brad. So let's give it another go. He's not budging, mate.
Holy crap, man. Maybe a double line or...
I reckon you could go max track back down the hill or winch back down the hill.
Yeah, so I'm thinking I was trying to go up because I'm right on the crest here, so we'll probably go maybe max tracks and then see how we go.
Sounds like a plan. Alright, take two with max tracks and a shovel. Let's see how we go.
Watch out for the hole.
Don't forget your max tracks. Don't forget your max tracks.
It's alright, I'll start from here and come up.
Send it. Well, that died when it got to the top. Uh-oh. Tell me she's stuck as well.
I don't think I'm coming out.
You stuck.
I think I got stuck.
Oh dear, it's only that wheel. And that wheel. And that wheel. Hang on. Go back, go back, go back. Keep going. You got it, you got it. Nope, not enough. One more go. Good thing is we don't actually have to get over this hill. We're going to go back down it anyway. So one more go. Hey! There we go. Made it. All successfully up. No, you didn't see Brad get up because Holly had the camera on photo instead of video. So, but he did make it up. See? He's up there. All right. Let's go find another hill to get stuck on. Just while we were on the top of that hill, we've spotted some people over the other side here that look like they could be in some trouble. So just going to go over and have a look. Make sure they are okay before we progress any further. So hopefully this track takes me over there because I can only see where they are. Yes, it looks like it does. Yeah, you don't want anybody left stuck out here by themselves if they're in a bit of trouble. So I'm just going to go over and make sure they're okay, and then we'll go find another challenge. All right, so we've come across two vehicles. What was that, mate?
What's required to recovery?
He's already got a snatch strap hooked up to the cruiser, so I'm going to back in there and try and snatch him out. Worst comes to worst, you have to winch me out.
Yeah, roger, mate.
So yeah, I'm just going to go in there, and they got both vehicles bogged. So I'm going to go in there, and we've asked them if they mind if we film it, and they've said that's fine. So I'm just going to back in there myself now and try and snatch him out. By the way, if you want to see this whole recovery, jump over to Patreon. I'll put the whole recovery on Patreon. You're only going to see a little bit on here. So come and support us on Patreon and you'll get to see stuff like that. All right, cheers guys.
Once we got him out, I thought we'd better go across and see if these blokes are all right. I think out the way.
All right, successful recovery of two vehicles, and just for the record, Toyota pulled out. One Nissan Patrol there, and one Ford Ranger over there. So go the Toyota.
Don't tell me we're going to do this again.
Yeah, sorry. Blame the Patrol and the Ranger.
Gaz, I'm going to stop to turn my traction control off.
Yeah, it's alright, I'll stop back behind.
Alright, our good deed done for the day. They're just turning their traction control off because they shut their vehicles off. And we're going to go and find the next hill to play on. So yeah, we just spotted them from the top of the hill over there. Saw some shovels happening and thought we better go make sure they're okay, and they weren't. Two vehicles bogged. So got them both out. One of them's rolled a beat, so he's going to change his tyre and come the rest of the way out. So we should be good. Let's go and find the next challenge.
So bring it on. Nothing can stand in my way. I'm going hard. Living like it's my last day. If there's a mountain, I'm gonna climb it. And I'ma never come down. So bring it on. So bring it on. I'm leaving everything behind. It's time to go. There's nothing here I can't replace. It's just a home. Breaking free out into the unknown. I should have done this a long time.
There's two hills here. Oh, there's three hills. Alright, here we go. Now this could be the most challenging hill out of all of them so far. So that one to the left there, that's got a pretty big kick up just at the top there. The rest of these should be okay, but I'm more interested in this one because it looks challenging, but you know, you never know until you give it a go. So I don't know if the camera again will do it justice, but that's it right there. It does look a bit more of a challenge than what we've done so far, so I'm going to give it a crack. I don't know about the other guys. I'm certainly going to give it a crack, but I'll put the locker in for that one, I reckon. All right, let's see how we go. Locker is in. Let's put it into third low, and let's give this one a crack. Okay, Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Whoa! Oh, easy peasy. That was easy. Not even a challenge. There we go. Looked worse than it was. Oh, sand coming in through the car. Let's get rid of that. I thought that would be really challenging, that hill, but it wasn't. Never mind. Oops. And that is neutral. That's reversing. Or R for racing. Alright, let's go back down. And there we go, all up pretty easily. Now I thought that hill would be harder. I saw someone a few weeks ago getting stuck horribly on that hill, and I don't actually understand why. It was actually pretty easy, but never mind. There's a few more hills just on the other side there. We might have a go at them. Alright, so I'm going to tackle Big Bertha. I wasn't going to, but I'm going to see how I go. So it's not too rough, so we'll see how we go. Easy, easy. No drama at all. Mind you, I did put the locker in, so that's all good. Oh, it's a bit how's your father coming over the other side, but that's all good. Alrighty. That wasn't too bad. I didn't really want to do that hill because it is usually quite chopped up and things tend to bounce around everywhere, but there wasn't too many trucks going up there, so I thought I'd give it a go. And there we go, we got it. So, alright, let's see if any of the other guys want to give it a go. So we're just going to push to the edge of the conservation park now, because let's turn that camera around towards me. It's a bit bouncy going up that hill, because literally there is about 1 kilometre between that main bowl and where the private property begins, and I cannot remember if there's any decent sandhill climbs between here and there, because basically I finish there, I don't go any further. So just going to have a look on this side, see what's here, and then we'll probably head out.
Just a little bit harder. Heartbeats just a little bit faster. The sweat begins to drip. You're thinking this is it. You're gonna burn for this. 'Cause you can only run so long, and you can only right some wrong. Yeah, forgiveness is a virtue, but they all wanna hurt you. Can't hide your guilty conscience. Somebody knows what you did. So smile and act like you're okay, but you're running out of friends in this place, and you can't hide your guilty conscience.
Alright, we're pretty much heading out now. See a few groups of cars starting to come through. This place does get pretty crowded on weekends, so after about lunchtime, close to lunchtime, if you don't like crowds, it's not a pleasant place to be. So we are now heading out. There is one more hill challenge full of wombat holes on the way out that I want to capture, and that'll pretty much be it. So we shall see you up there. That's providing the wind hasn't covered all the holes over, because that's the fun part. All right, we'll see you up there. Challenge for the day, which is on the exit track out of here to Wilbinga Road. So there's a few wombat holes here. There's a bypass around it, but I'm going to try and get through. Now last time I did this in the Jeep, I nearly ended up on my lid. So let's see how we go. I've got the locker in, and let's see how we go. There we go, easy. That was good. There's a walk through there. I think I got a few wheel lifts, but we'll see how we go. All right, let's get the rest of them through. Going back. Stick as far left as you can.
Okay.
Yep, now come over this way. Yep, you're up. There you go, sometimes in a chimney you just got to drive around the holes, which you can, of course. So, alright, that is pretty much the last challenge for the day. We're going to head on out there and air up and head home. So we'll see you up there.
Can't hide your guilty conscience.
Alright guys, well that is pretty much it for this episode. Good fun day in the sand. Got out of there just in time. A few vehicles starting to go in there, and as I've said before, I'm not a fan of Wilbinga when it's busy. I don't mind being in there when there's no one else around, but weekends there's a lot of people in there, and as usual there are people illegally camped in there, and someone even had a campfire going, and this is November, so bushfire season, campfire going in a conservation park where you're not supposed to have a campfire. And people wonder why these places get shut down. But never mind, each to their own. So yeah, good fun day in the sand. Not quite sure how the wheel lifts came up on that last hill. Can't wait to edit it and have a look at the footage. But drove quite well through there, and this vehicle still amazes me at its capabilities when I compare it to the Jeep. Yeah, I still haven't found anything that has really challenged it, but we'll get there eventually. And I think Yarri's did quite well too. Brad had a little bit of trouble. Now he's not sure whether he's got a hole in his intercooler hose, whether it's the muddies in the sand, traction control, what it is, but when he's in low range trying to get up the hill, it tends to die when he gets to the top. So he may have an underlying issue there, or it might just be that it's a Holden. Who knows? Only kidding. Sorry, Brad. So yeah, alright, well hope you've enjoyed this episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. To our Patreon supporters, thank you so much for your support. It is awesome, and there are some special things, especially that recovery on Patreon just for you guys. By the time this airs, you would have seen it already. So if you want to see stuff like that, head over to Patreon. Level 2 and up will get you exclusive access to exclusive content. So we're just reaching the airing up area now, so I'm going to air up and head on home. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next adventure. Cheers, guys.
Can't hide your guilty conscience. What was that behind your back?